it should be an interesting matchup as Jimmy Hart carries that stun gun, the apparatus that carries the stun gun, and leads the Mountie to the ring.
Well, the Mountie enjoying a whole lot of success of late here in the WWF. Most of that, I think, you have to put onto the shoulders of Jimmy Hart and what he has done for the Mountie. And as far as that shock stick is concerned, that should remain locked up and in a dressing room.
The Mountie certainly a capable athlete. He can't sing, but he can wrestle.
They hung him for being a good singer to hang an innocent man. Look, it looked like somebody stomped on his hat.
It looks like Dudley Do-Right.
Do you know who I am?
Well, I think he's going to tell us. I think she just introduced him. Did he hear that?
I'm sure he did.
What a crowd here in Cincinnati. It is, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, jammed to the rafters.
All leading the way, Paul Bearer with a ominous urn. For this very unique individual, the Grim Reaper of the WWF, The Undertaker.
The Undertaker, a huge man, 6'10" and a half, weighed in at 328 pounds. A man that seemingly cannot be hurt.
I don't think that The Undertaker will have a lot of trouble finding a soft spot on the Mountie, who has not been the same, Jim, since he spent that night in the Slammer in the Big Apple.
That was a memorable night for the Mountie.
Take a look at that kissing.
And
he's mocking right now The Undertaker. I'm not sure that's the right thing to do.
The Undertaker has gained the respect of WWF fans worldwide. His popularity spans the globe. And his manager, handler, Paul Bearer, in the ring. Been all kinds of speculation as to the contents of that urn, but it certainly is something that provides motivation as the Mountie, being a little facetious here in his gestures to the Undertaker. He may have a different attitude when this one is over.
I'm sure. Aside from making the first mistake of leaving the locker room area, he's making the second one right now in trying to humiliate The Undertaker. No point in trying to deliberately rile this guy up. I don't know what kind of an arsenal the Mountie has or what kind of preparation he's done for this particular matchup, whether he did his homework or not. I'm sure Jimmy Hart did, but I'm not too sure that the Mountie did. Well, it won't take long to find out.
We're going to find out, I think, here in the early going to see exactly the type of strategy that the Mountie will attempt to utilize in this. Caught him with a right hand, but they were going to lock up, and that did not even phase the Undertaker. A kick to the midsection, and another by the Mountie. Whip to the snow. It's going to be reversed by the Undertaker. And look at the strength.
Holy mackerel!
Oh my! Oh my! He extended the arms in the military press, and the Mountie comes crashing down, and he's in trouble already.
That's what you get when you rile the big guy up. For whom the bell tolls, I believe the bell is going to toll for you, Mr. Mountie.
Been a while since Paul Bearer saw the light of day. Looks like Gomez Adams of the Adams family, a little pale.
He certainly doesn't have to use any sunscreen, does he?
No, I tell you, he must be a night person. And
obviously.
Jimmy Hart trying to use a little, perhaps a little strategy. What's he pointing at? Paul Bearer.
Complaining about something.
Paul Bearer going to use that urn to defend himself. I don't think he needs the urn. There's all the protection he needs.
Undertaker didn't waste much time getting over there once he saw they were headed in the direction of his man, Paul Bearer. So methodical, so deliberate, so devastating.
And you know, Gorilla, he can change gears. Wait a minute. The Mountie back outside, again having some words with Paul Bearer.
As if he didn't have enough trouble having to worry about The Undertaker.
The Mountie may just be avoiding the inevitable. Trying to bring The Undertaker outside in. That's not going to work.
It doesn't work.
Oh,
Not when you're outweighed by 75 or 80 pounds.
The Undertaker brings the Mountie from the ring over the top rope all the way down here on the floor. And the Mountie again finds himself in a great deal of trouble. Thunderous right by The Undertaker, and down goes the Mountie again.
And look at Jimmy Hart from a good distance away, shouting instructions to the Mountie, realizing that he doesn't want to get in harm's way. He doesn't want to get in reach of The Undertaker.
Well, Hart showing that he's smarter than he looks.
Well, he certainly is that.
Undertaker tossing the Mountie back in, and Gorilla, you hit the nail on the head. The Undertaker certainly is methodical.
It's agile and quick as
Whoa.
a cat. Whoa. Airborne Undertaker.
Look at him,
Didn't phase him a bit.
right back on his feet. It's like he has no feelings. And we're not talking about emotions here.
Drawing strength from the urn.
Hart's got the referee's attention.
Uh-oh.
And the Mountie's got a steel chair. And boom,
Oh,
right in the back.
right into the back. Dropped The Undertaker to his knees.
Dropped him to his knees and takes him face first into the steel ring steps. The Undertaker right back on his feet.
Did you see the look on the Mountie's kisser? He couldn't believe it. An attempt at a pile driver, perhaps.
Has him up, pile driver. Perfectly executed by the Mountie. And he thinks he's got him, but look, oh my.
No.
The Undertaker set right up. He's going to try to go for another pile driver.
Frustration setting in here on the Mountie
Oh,
as he delivers another perfect
Whoa,
pile driver,
look at this.
but the result is the same.
the Mountie can't believe what he's seeing. He's executed 2 pile drivers. He's going to go for a third one. 3 pile drivers.
Oh.
3 pile drivers on The Undertaker, and look at him set up.
Jimmy Hart just said you got him. You got trouble, that's what you got.
A lot of trouble.
Undertaker collapsed back down, and Mountie feeling that he's got him just where he wants him right now. But he's wasting an awful lot of valuable time right now. Jimmy Hart screaming at him.
He should be going for the cover here. 3 pile drivers. Obviously, that should be more than enough to keep his man down.
I don't believe this.
Yes! I am the Mountie!
Uh-oh.
Will be the dead Mountie very shortly.
Oh, the Undertaker grabs the Mountie right by the throat. 3 pile drivers, and this monster from Death Valley is up again. There's a whip to the far side, and a boom! What a clothesline! It almost took the Mountie right out of his boots.
Undertaker feels it now.
The Undertaker is in firm control here. The Mountie wants to go back north.
Look at Jimmy Hart trying to get him out of there. Where's he taking him? Oh, he wants to take him back to the locker room area.
Well,
Discretion, perhaps the better part of valor.
wait just a minute. There's Sergeant Slaughter.
That'll turn you around.
Sergeant Slaughter walking tall. And the Mountie headed back to the ring.
And not by choice. And right into the waiting arms of The Undertaker.
The Undertaker got him up.